Hi class, for my lesson I taught a group of 3rd grade students how to model the relationship between multiplication and division using arrays. The standard I use states, use multiplication and division within 100 to solve problems in situations involving equal groups, arrays, and measurement quantities. For example, by using drawings and equations with the symbol for the unknown number to represent the problem. I pulled work from 3 different students, one high, one medium, and one low. The first example is from a high student's work. Up until the 12th problem, the student had all of the correct answers. When the problem asked what times what equals 24, the student put 6 times 5. It was clear that the student was not using his array to help complete the equation. Then the student put 24 divided by 4 equals 5. They used the same pattern from the previous equation to justify his answer by switching the numbers around. All of the other problems on this page were answered correctly. The next part of work included 3 word problems. Number 2 asks, the baker packs 36 bran muffins into boxes of 4. Draw and label a tape diagram to find the number of boxes he packs. As you can see, the student drew out 36 circles and then divided them into 4 equal parts. They indicated that there were 9 parts in each section, however they forgot to include that 9 times 4 is 36 as their final answer. Number 3 says, the waitress arranges 32 glasses into 4 equal rows. How many glasses are in each row? The student has drawn out 4 rows with 8 columns. Each circle represents a glass. He included in this problem that 4 times 8 equals 32, and said that there are 8 glasses in each row. There are no errors in this problem. The last problem says, Janet paid $28 for 4 notebooks. Each notebook costs the same amount. What is the cost of 2 notebooks? Similar to the previous problems, this student used circles to represent the number of notebooks. He drew 4 rows with 7 circles in each row. The question asked what the cost of 2 notebooks was, but the student answered, the cost of 4 notebooks is $7. If this student were to look at his array he created, then he would have been able to tell 1 notebook equals $7, so 2 notebooks equals $14. Next, I will be showing you work from a lower achieving student. Up until the multiplication for 7, she was unable to answer 7 times 4. If she had answered 7 times 4 equals 28, then she would have been able to switch around the numbers and put that 28 divided by 4 equals 7. For her multiplications of 8, she put 8 times 4 equals 28, and 8 divided by 4 equals 28. In the future, I think it would be beneficial for her to get more familiar with both multiplication and division. She also answered incorrectly that 9 times 4 equals 28 and 4 divided by 9 equals 28, when she should have answered that 9 times 4 is 36 and 36 divided by 9 equals 4. Now we will look at the second portion of her work that included 3 word problems. This student started by grouping 4 into 9 boxes using 2 rows. She included that 9 times 4 equals 36, making no errors. For number 3, this student made 4 groups of 8 and circled each group. She did forget to include that 8 times 4 equals 32, but it is clear that she understood the problem. Lastly, number 3 asks, Janet paid $28 for 4 notebooks. Each notebook costs the same amount. What is the cost of 2 notebooks? She began by making 4 groups. Each group contained 7 dots representing the amount of money. The student identified that each circle is a notebook and circled 2 notebooks. She then wrote that he spent $14. She did forget to include that 7 times 2 equals 14. After the students completed their work, I prompted them to share the steps they took to get their answers. When a student got an answer incorrect, I asked for the reasons why they took those steps. This was a helpful way to reflect and correct on their answers. Other students who got the correct answer were able to respectfully disagree or agree for whichever reason. In the future, for remediations, I would follow the same pattern.